Uh, Y'all, I thought I had the Rona. I thought I had it. I was gone for sure. Hey y'all, before we get started on this video, I just wanted to take some time for you guys to have a chance to like, share, and subscribe. And, just support your girl. We almost at 1,000. That's all I'm trying to get to. Why is it so hard to get a couple hundred people, man? Like, why is it so hard? Like, share, subscribe, and get ready for this video. Hey y'all, I am back. It has been a few days. I did not post a video on Monday, and that is because I was sick as a dog. And y'all, I thought I had the Rona. I thought I had it. I was gone for sure. Um, but what ended up happening was I think I just had like the common cold. The issue that most people are having right now, you can't differentiate between if you got the flu, if you got a cold, or if the Rona done really hit you. Well, what happened to me is I had been fighting this sore throat for a minute, for I'm talking about some weeks. But I am one of the essential workers. So what I would do is I would do the steam, right? I would do the steam with the pot of hot water, sea salt, lemon, sometimes oranges. I'd put it all in there and just kind of suck that up, and it would immediately relieve that irritation. But this past Sunday, well, let me take this back. Yeah, so Sunday, I decided it was a beautiful day. I'm going to go out in the neighborhood walking, and I did that. I went and I actually did a couple of appraisals, came back. Sunday night, throat was on fire. Throat was on fire. In fact, no. So that was Saturday that I went for the walk, and then Saturday I did, and Sunday morning I did the appraisals. But what happened was, is when I got back, I started feeling the chills. I'm like, no, this can't be happening to me. It just absolutely cannot be happening. So I went ahead and I took my temperature. I'm gonna insert it here, there, somewhere. And at first it was like only like a small temperature, like 100.3. And then like within the hour it was at 101, and then it was at 102. And I thought I was gone, y'all. I thought I was gone. I said, God dang it. I got the Rona. And all of my preventive situations and all this that I prepared for, it's time for me to put this down, right? So I started immediately taking the emergency. I started doing that. And then I started, also had airborne. So I would take the emergency in the morning, and then I would just do hot water and lemon, no tea. Because the one time I tried to do hot tea with lemon, my stomach was so upset because I wasn't really eating. So I started just doing the lemon water. So just warming the water up, excuse me, as hot as I can stand it, and then putting the whole lemon in it. Because what would happen is, it seemed like as it went down, like my throat would be real soothed. So I was like, But I'm gonna tell you, I was just nervous because I have high blood pressure, and they talking about how people with underlying issues and all of that, we're higher at risk. So when I tell you, I was going to do herbal remedies, man-made remedies, whatever I had to do to stay here because I'm needed. Not only am I an essential employee or essential worker, I am essential to my family. So I'm like, that would be too selfish for me to just croak out right now. So I got to get this thing all I got. So I did that. So I called my son. My son was like, for real, mom? Because I have my older son don't live here. But he comes down twice a week, and other than that, he quarantines at home. He has to come down because he has to get his baby. So, but he'll come here and he quarantines in for a day or two, and then he'll go back home. So that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so I was just like feeling it, and then I was like so scared. I'm like, is this thing going to advance? But I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to be strong because I don't want to psych myself out because of all of the horror stories. So then you telling your friends, I'm trying to prepare everybody like, listen, I got fever, sore throat. What else I had? I had headache. So, I don't know if you know or not, but there is a website. Apple has a website. And I'm gonna try to find it again, but basically where you put all your symptoms in and it'll tell you should you go to the hospital or not. So I put in my symptoms. My fever never got past 102, and the one time it got 102, I don't know if it was a true accurate temperature because I have a mouth thermometer, and I had just drinking hot tea, so my mouth may have still had a lot of heat in it from the tea that I was drinking. So because I would say probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes later, I took my temperature again, and I actually took the thermometer, and I would reset the thermometer, took my temperature again, and it was down to 101 within 30, 40 minutes, but it stayed at 101 for quite some time. So I just decided what I was going to do because it was saying that the virus could not live in heat. And I also read somewhere that it said that if you get a fever, you should try to not take anything to try to get the fever down. Because when you do that, if you allow your body to heat up again, the virus cannot withstand heat. Hence, that's why I was doing the steams and drinking the hot tea and all of that, not to give the not give the virus a fighting chance. But anyway, so, and let me say this too before anybody's comments. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a herbalist. I'm not any of that. I'm telling you what I did for myself. You should always consult a doctor or your medical professional or whatever you believe in your way of healing. You should consult that person. Don't go off of anybody's video, not mine, unless they can show you some type of medical degree, some type of certification that they know about herbs and all that. All I'm saying is this is what actually worked for me, and this is what I did. So there's that. Anyway, I didn't lost my place about what I did. But anyway, I tried everything, right? So I took my temperature again, and then I decided I turned all the heaters on in the house. So I have two systems here, one upstairs and one downstairs. So I had already told the boys, listen, today, y'all, it's gonna be a sauna up in here because I'm trying to get it hot as possible so that this thing don't doesn't progress any further. So y'all just know it's gonna be hot. And in fact, it wasn't y'all, it was just my grandson. Cause if you haven't seen the video where I had already kicked my youngest son out, he wasn't back yet. He's back. That's a whole nother video. Okay, so it was just me and my grandson. So I went downstairs. I scrubbed everything with bleach, sprayed everything with Lysol. Yes, I have a can of Lysol. That's only emergencies only. Got the Clorox wipes out that I had left. Wiped all doorknobs, everything, because I didn't want to get that to the baby. And I told him, you ought to stay 6 feet away from me in this house now. Because I know that when you have a fever, you pretty much can be very contagious at that point. So I was just trying to make sure that the baby was safe. So I did that, wiped down everything that I touched, cleaned every dish, whatever, no matter how bad I was feeling. That was just my instinct, is that I need to make sure that this baby is safe, right? So anyway, I turned on all the heaters. I got extra blankets, all of that, because all I knew was I needed to sweat this thing out, right? So I did that. I turned around and that night, I didn't take anything. I just was drinking the hot lemon water. I did 2 or 3 steams that day. What else did I did? I didn't take that much emergency. I took emergency once, Gatorade I was drinking. I hardly didn't really eat any food, but because my thing was, let me just get some rest and plenty of liquid. So I did that. Um, so by the next morning, I still had a fever, but it was below 100. It was like 99.9 is what I had the next morning. And so I just pretty much rolled that out. Let me take a little swig. I rolled that out. I would say by midday, Monday, my temperature was gone. Now, my throat was still hurting though. That's the thing. It's like, so I really think that I had some type of, because I'm prone to get tonsillitis. I'm prone to get that, and they had told me a long time ago that I needed to get my tonsils removed. And I think it's just flu season anyway. I'm not sure that this was anything related to coronavirus, because at the end of the day, I didn't have a cough, didn't know, like, none of the other symptoms I had. I legitimately had symptoms of just having a common cold or a strep throat or something. I would say strep throat because my throat was on fire, and it had been trying to get there for weeks, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I had been keeping it at bay with doing those steams. So even last night with no temperature, no nothing, my throat was killing me. So I decided, I had some leftover, well, not leftover. I had a whole bottle of amoxicillin or something, some antibiotics that I got from the dentist, that I never took, because he sent 2 prescriptions to the pharmacy, and I used one as suggested, and then the other one I just kept it because I don't know why he sent 2 prescriptions, but those came in handy. So because they're 500 milligrams, and I just decided I was trying to do everything natural. But I decided that my throat, there was something going on with my throat, because I could actually, and see they're down now, I could actually feel my glands swollen. So I really just think that I had some type of tonsillitis. And normally I would go to urgent care, I would do all that. But with the way things are right now, they're not even trying to see you unless you got a real emergency. So I took basically 1,000 milligrams of amoxicillin or whatever that I had, one of the cillins. And then I would say I went to bed last night. And when I woke up in the middle of the night, I could still feel my throat wasn't quite right. So I took another one, because on the bottle it was like take 3 a day. Well, I took 2 to go to bed, and then in the middle of the night took one, and I took one this morning. My throat feels fine now. I have no fever, none of that. But it was touch and go for a hot minute, because I really, really, really was thinking I had the Rona. I had the Rona, y'all. I had the Rona. But I made sure that I self-quarantined. I also told the banks that I work with that I would not be taking any orders this week. So I'll do the 7-day quarantine, because it says if you don't have a fever for 2 days, even though they suggest like a 14-day quarantine if you have fever, and it lasted for 2 or 3 days, but I read a 7-day quarantine if the fever subsides without any medication. And I did not take anything to break my fever. My fever naturally went down on its own the next day. So I am officially not working until next Monday. I will decide at that point if I'm going to take any appraisal orders. Because believe it or not, even though I'm scared for the real estate market, I've been really busy. I haven't missed a beat as far as appointments and stuff like that. It hasn't been slow, and that's primarily because people are trying to refinance and take money out so that they can live off of that money. Because the economy getting real raggedy right now, and if it continues to go on, I could see foreclosures happening. I could see just the real estate market tanking again through no fault of its own. But I could see it going down. Anyway, bottom line is I feel 99% myself again, so I can get back on these videos. I did order some sea moss gel. Um, you need to do your research on that. I'm not telling you to order it. Do your research. It's been all up and down my timeline. I had to look it up. It took me a while. Had to have debates with my girlfriend about it and all that, but I did eventually order. It hasn't come yet, but I did order some just to build my immune system. And so you can look into some things that could build your immune system. But as I said on my last video, if you haven't checked it out about herbs versus man-made medicine, go ahead and check that video out. I'll try to plug it up somewhere here. Um, as I said, you should probably go to the doctor and just get yourself checked out. Get a physical. Find out what's wrong with you before you start any type of herbal regimen. Because I don't care what nobody say, you could take something and you just throw your whole situation off. So know where you stand before you start trying to plan going the natural way 100%. Just figure out where you're at. Um, and just kind of see what the reactions are for the things that you want to take. Make sure you do a little bit of research. Don't take anybody's word for it. You got to do your own research. So that's what I will say. But anyway, y'all, I am feeling 100% better. I'm actually glad to have a little bit of time here at the house. I was able to wash all my linens. Um, this is a school week for my grandson, meaning I'm the teacher. We ain't got full. We ain't having a full day. He on minimum day every day. Chuck trust that he on school schedule from 8 to 12 daily. I can't do past 12. I'm too old, man, and I ain't got no damn patience. They need to come on with this online school and let these teachers be responsible for these children, because I can't do it. And he just frustrates the hell out of me because it's stuff that I feel he should already be knowing at this point in time in the game, and he don't know, and I'm just frustrated, and I need a drink at 8 o'clock in the morning. I need some alcohol. I need something to drink. So they need to hurry up and figure out what they finna do with these children, because I can't. If I had wanted to be a teacher, that's what I would have went to school for. I just can't do it. But I just refuse to let the boy sit here and rot away and play video games all day. I got to do something. I got to be a little bit responsible since he in my care. That's neither here nor there. That's a tangent I just went off on. Anyway, I'm about to go. I am feeling better, y'all. All I'm saying is don't panic. When you get sick, it might not be the Rona. Don't rush to the emergency room. Fill it out. Like I said, I'm going to try to find this website where you can plug in your symptoms. It'll tell you what you need to do. Should you go to the hospital? Should you stay put? All of that type of thing. So you want to research and treat it like you have the cold first. If you can't breathe, that's their main indicator, because the thing is attacking your lungs. If you can't breathe, then yes, you need to seek medical attention. Call your primary care physician and ask them what you should do. That's what you should do. Anyway, I am out, and I will see y'all on the next video. I love you, and I ain't got no eyelashes. I don't know if I'm the only one. Look at my damn nails. Look. All my eyelashes are missing. They falling off one by one. So I'm almost lashless because of this social distancing shit. I can't even get my beauty on, but that's neither here nor there. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. All right. See you later.